welcome to the A Traveling Knitter podcast channel. My name is Steph, and today's episode is about what I've done in July. So the crafty things that I've done and any life updates, I guess. So let's just get started. I'm in a fantastic mood because if you're new here, I'm a massive U.S. Women's National Team fan, which is soccer. And we're doing so good in the Olympics. And we just won. And yeah, so I'm feeling great. We play again on Tuesday against Germany again. Germany did pretty bad the last time we played. So I'm on top of the world. All right, let's get into what I've been knitting. So I don't have any finished objects. I had thought I would, but then I didn't. I spent a lot of time working on these socks. So I have one done, and I had this one done on the last episode. I have put it on. It is a smidge tight, but I think it'll be fine once I block it. And doesn't it look so good? Oh, all of the pattern books are over here that I'm using for the socks I'm gonna show. They're all these guys. Whoop. And I wanna say I might have already removed, whoop, hopefully you didn't hear that. I think I've already removed my pattern. It's called ananas, which means, does it mean banana or pineapple? Pretty sure it's in this one. And I've already removed my reminder. There it is. Ananas. My Bailey Jacobs. This is what the Lina version looks like. This is what mine looks like. I think it's beautiful. I am such a fan of this color combo. And I have done this much. I turned my heel. I've done all of my decreases. So now it's just the foot and the toe that is left over. And this is gonna fly by. What's kind of fun about the sock is that I bought new running shoes, and I get blisters very, very easily. I've gotten blisters my entire life. It is just a weird thing that my skin does. I've tried to look up if there's like a condition. Basically, my skin shreds. So when I have like a callus or a blister, you would peel one layer off. I can peel multiple layers. And so then my skin will have like literally a very, like a hole, basically. And it's very, very noticeable on my feet because your skin is just thicker there. And so maybe this is gross, but I sometimes, if the callus or the blister is just really strong, if it's really deep, I can pull, like my skin will come off in like a full centimeter or more. Sometimes it's more, like it's thick. So anyway, why I'm saying this is that when I get new shoes, I really have to be careful breaking them in. Also, I have officially hurt my knee. So I've been really toning down the running or the high impact on my left knee specifically. I injured my left knee 2 years ago, and it's literally the exact same thing. And what is a bit frustrating about it is it's like non-contact injury. Like I didn't fall, I didn't step weird. It was literally going up some stairs and it just blossomed into pain 2 years ago, and now it's back. So what I'm getting at is I did not run in my new shoes. I walked. But I had thought, okay, I'll walk between 4 and 8 miles because technically I'm supposed to be running 8, but I don't know how I feel about that, and we'll see. So I thought, you know, at 4 miles, we'll take a pulse check of like how much further we want to go. Well, really more at like 3 miles to like turn around or whatever. And I felt fine. And there had been a storm and I miscalculated. And so I could not turn around. I ended up walking almost 12 miles. My feet were bleeding when I got back. I think at around the 9-mile mark, I did contemplate calling an Uber because my feet were in just so much pain. But then I decided, no, you're a grown-ass adult, you can walk. So I knit this while I did that. Yay me! So this is what I did on my almost 12-mile walk, was knit this sock. So good job, right? Multitasking. And that was like not on a treadmill or anything. That was like on the bike path through part of Columbus. So there she is. I feel pretty confident that I'll finish this because I really need to cast on some new socks from my sock challenge, and they're almost done. And they're so nice. I'm gonna have quite a bit of leftover, which will be fun. I'm thinking, so I'm really wanting to make the November bows, December bows. It's by Petite Knit. I did buy the pattern. I wanna make a couple, and I think this would just be so pretty. And I do have an orange mohair, but so I have 2 different orange mohairs. I have this bright one, and then I have a bit more of like a orange red. I don't know. I want more of a peach than these. I'm thinking they're gonna make them a little bit too bright. So I'm gonna need to find like a peachy color. The other contrast is purple, but I think I want to stick with the peach. And this is Ryan's yarn in Georgia Peach, I believe. Smell of Peach, Georgia Peach. Purchased in Atlanta. And I'm a big fan of this colorway. I really like it. It might be one of my favorites that I've worked with in a long time. The bag that it is in is also from Georgia, which is fun. It's one of the Magner sock wax canvas bucket. Actually, this might not be wax. I don't think this is wax. This is just like a normal. And it's so cute. I really do like these little bags for socks or small projects. Another sock that I've spent a lot of time working on are these, and I'm put it on a sock blocker. These I did think I was gonna have finished. I did. I had thought I would have these finished, and I had planned to have these finished, and lo and behold, they're not. Okay, I wanna move it so that you see the pattern of it. It's these. So I was up here the last time I showed them. I finished an entire sock, and I'm on the leg of the second one. So pretty good. These are also out of Lina. This is out of the first Lina. And this is Lotte by Emily Joy Ricard. This is what they look like. I have altered mine a bit. I'm not using 3 colors. The light pink that's in between, I just used the main skein. But it would be a really good way to use, honestly, the leftovers from your heel toe cuff, because I have like 2-3 grams left over. And you could definitely use it for those, which would be very cute. So here they are. I think in the last podcast, okay, on camera, this does not look as nice. In person, you can see the detail. In my last episode, I had mentioned that this was hard to memorize. If I am working on this and not something else, then I can do this. If I put this down for like a couple days and I'm working on other things, I do have to look at the chart just to like remember. But it's pretty nice, and I would definitely knit these socks again. I would knit the other ones as well. I would knit both of these. I'm really liking it. I also like that, so you can see the contrast a bit better up here. It's so pretty. It pulled just a tiny bit, but not really. I think it looks so good, just like fall leaves. Beautiful, so pretty. And I have just a little toe. This was a sock set by Ash and Bumble, maybe summer equinox, fall equinox. I don't quite remember the colorway. I will definitely have leftovers of my contrast color, and I am gonna have leftovers of this. And I'm thinking I'm gonna find another color and I will do another pair of socks with not as long of cuffs. My intention with these was to wear these with boots and see them. So that's why I made these. I don't know, they don't even look that long when they're on the blocker. When I was knitting them, I was thinking they were pretty long, right? Are they that long? I don't know, maybe it's kind of misleading. They look long to me. I'm very pleased with these. I'm excited for these. These are gonna be really nice to wear with boots. These are, I feel like I talk about this bag every time. This is inside of a bag that I made myself. My best friend got me some fabric when she was in Japan quite a while ago now, and I made a bag with it, and I think it's really cute. And I was like messing around with my sewing machine because I don't really know how to sew very well, and I was like, let me just play with these stitches. And to be honest, I don't love it, but here we are. And then I made this little tassel with some beads. I like this bag. I'm a big fan of the bag. I think it's really cute. I also tend to put my lipstick and stuff in here because if I travel, which I do a lot, hence the name, I'll sort of use this as a little bit of a bag and put my lipsticks and stuff. I love makeup. I'm a big fan of makeup, big fan. So this whole trend of like not wearing eyeshadow or wearing eyeshadow makes you old or a millennial, that makes me sad. I love eyeshadow. It's so fun. Completely off topic. In case you're curious and you want to know, the lipsticks are Urban Decay lipsticks, very old. And what was in here is a Tarte Dual, also very old, but I'm a huge fan of these. On one end is lip gloss, which is nice, and then a matching lipstick color on this side. And it's got that vanilla shea butter. And then probably my new obsession is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what are these? Lip velvets. They have them pretty much in only nude, but more cool tone peach, I think. So I have two of them. This one is parchment, and the other one I have is pure Hollywood or old Hollywood. I'm a big fan of these two. So they're a liquid lipstick. They're matte, but they don't dry down, and so they feel very velvety. And I'm a big fan of the colors. So all right, makeup interlude over. The last sock that I want to talk about, what the hell, it's not even in here. Okay. Oh, it fell out. The bag is the Fiber Company. This is waxed canvas. The inside is like paisley, which is interesting. Has a lot of pockets, very nice. You can put credit cards and stuff in here. Very nice. This is courtesy of my mom because she works at a yarn store, and it's fantastic. She works at one of the best yarn stores, I think, in the United States. It's massive. It's called Wool & Company. It is in, is it Crystal Lake? Is that technically Crystal Lake? I guess so. A suburb of Chicago. And it is huge. It is wonderful. My mom gets a great discount and I benefit heavily from it. And it's the best. Also too, if you're in the United States and you struggle to find the Suddenness Gone booklets, they stock them. So I have is it Maktadam or Clothes for Women, the really popular one a couple years ago. And then I have a couple others. I've gotten them all from Wool & Company. Okay, back to the sock. So this is using the sock project, which I am renting from my library, which I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying because as much as I really like this book, I feel like, and this is nothing against Summer Lee, I could just look at a picture and figure out all of these patterns. So yeah, like a lot of them are just changing color. Don't need a pattern to do that. The stripes, again, you don't really need a pattern to figure that out. Right? It's just a 2x2 sock. So if I were to see this on sale somewhere, I would probably pick it up. But I am trying to be better about not buying so many pattern books because I'm at the point where I'm using 5 of these cubes for only books and they don't fit anymore. So I have to make decisions, and unfortunately this is one of them. And so by renting it from the library and actively using it, I'm feeling good about that. And yeah, so the pattern I'm using is called the Honeycomb and Moss Socks. Looks like this. And I am using, I should not be knitting on this because this is not one of my, my year of sock challenge. It is using the leftovers of the year of sock challenge. And it looks like this. I mean, how adorable, right? So adorable. I'm a sucker for seed stitch or moss stitch or any of this textured stitch. I think this ended up looking so cute. I used up my hair. I used up the last of my mini of this one. And then this is all I have left for this. I already split, so I'm okay to like repeat. And the goal of this sock is, this is going to be a gift for one of my friends. I don't think she watches this. She loves Christmas just like I do. And so I just thought, little shorty Christmas socks might be really cute for her. So that is my plan with this is a Christmas gift. Yay! I think it's looking really, really cute. My only thing is that in the beginning, I was miscounting, and so my little circle guys are not the right size and they're kind of not even, but we fixed it. What that does mean is so that I get the same length, I'm gonna have to repeat those mistakes here, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be fine. So I just have to do the foot and then the toe, and the toe will still be in this color. I should have enough. I don't see myself running out. I think I might have like 1 or 2 grams left over, which will be fine. Gosh, my hair is just everywhere. And then I'll eventually cast on this and I'll feel so good because I'll have made this pair of socks for myself and made a second pair all in the same year. and one of them will be a gift, and they're a different pattern, and they'll look so cute. I do like when I knit something, have leftovers, and then use my leftovers in like a nice productive way. So this makes me very pleased. And those are the socks. Before we move into my last knitting project that I've been working on, I thought I'll talk about my sweater. This is the Selota Crop. Is it called Crop or is it just Selota Top? Either way, it's the Selota. I knit this several years ago, and this is using deep dyed yarns. I think she is also, she changed her labels, I believe. There's now a cat on her label. I don't think she changed the name. I purchased, what is this, 4 colors in a DK. None of the colors were labeled, so I don't know what any of these colors are. And the alterations that I made is I added, I think, 1 or 2 additional repeats, but as you can see, it's still like short. So my bra is right here. So I literally added 2 repeats so that the ribbing would not be on my bra, right? Like, we see that? So it's still pretty short. If I'm raising my arms, it doesn't move because I have the shirt on underneath, which, right, this shirt is a crop. My belly button's here, right? So my hip is right here. My hip's like in line with my belly button, I think, right? Yeah. So I like the length when I'm wearing like a dress, especially something that has the seam and then the skirt. So like the bodice and the skirt are separate, which I had a dress I used to wear with this, but it shrank every time I washed it. So the lining didn't shrink, but the actual dress part shrank. So then the dress was shorter than the lining, and no, thank you. So now I really don't have a dress that I wear this with. So I tend to wear it with jeans and a shirt underneath. And I think it's fine, right? I think it's fine. Something else I don't like about it, the underarm. This is too high for me. It's too high. I feel a bit uncomfortable in it, in the sense of I sweat and I get my deodorant all over this shirt because my deodorant's literally on it. Like, this is where my deodorant goes. So I don't love that. And I think to fix that, I would make a bigger size, and I would drop the armhole, I think. It's just like, I think it looks good. I also don't love the flaring that it's doing. I'm being so nitpicky now. I liked this a lot when I made it. I now don't wear it very often because it looks like I cast off because I ran out of yarn, or I'm holding these, right? Like with this little flare. I don't love that. I do wish it was a bit longer. And because of my, just this, the friction is making the red bleed. So like my body friction is, do you see that, right? Do you see that it's bleeding? It's not from washing it. It's literally from my armpit sweat. So sad. So, oh, and I also don't love the high neck. I think it looks nice. Like the high neck looks okay. But I don't know. I think it looks okay. I have mixed feelings. So I think I just need to create or find a dress that I can wear with this as an outfit to be more excited about wearing it. I think that's just what I need to do. I have to decide on a color too. Like a nice linen, I think would look nice because then it would really focus on the neutrals. I think if I were to wear something green, then it would just be like, boom, Christmas, 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 Christmas. Previously, I was picking up on the lighter red pink color, the coral. So I had a dress that was like a lighter color than that. And that worked well. It made it less Christmassy. Maybe a gold? I don't know. Okay, so that's what I'm wearing. I think I made the size 2. It definitely has negative ease now. When I made it, it didn't, but I have since gained weight. So now there's negative ease, but I think it still looks okay, right? I don't know. This is the thing, right? When you transition from your 20s to your 30s, and at least for me, like, I've just steadily gained weight. And so things just don't look the same anymore. But it's okay. It's okay. It's taken many years for me to be okay with this. Okay, that was a really long rant. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that was okay. Hopefully you also didn't find it annoying. But either way, on to my exciting thing. I have a new cast on. I did it, guys. I have, after several years, finally cast on my cardamom sweater using the white Angora yarn from Green Leaves Angora that I purchased at the Newark Fiber Festival. This is my Olympic sweater, and I've been having so much fun with this. So what am I doing? I took inspiration from Tour de Fleece. I don't want to participate in Tour de Fleece because I don't want to. I like the concept, I like the idea, but I do not want to be, what is that? Spinning. I was like pulling the yarn. I don't want to be spinning. So I decided, what if I do it for the Olympics? And so I'll only knit while watching the Olympics. Originally I was thinking just soccer, but because this sweater is kind of like inspiring me to knit more, I watched even more Olympics. I watched more Olympics than I've ever watched in my entire life, because I normally don't watch any of it other than soccer. Here's my sweater. This is the cardamom sweater. It is by Twin Knits, I believe. I saw this pattern on Instagram quite a few years ago, and I just really loved the simplicity of it. So it's basically a broken rib, long sleeve sweater, and I have just separated for the sleeves. I am on the round after separation. This is how much I've done, and we've got 2 more soccer games to watch and, you know, a bit more of the Olympics to watch, but that's a lot, right? I'm so pleased with this. Very much so. What are my thoughts? I purchased 6 50 gram skeins of yarn, and what I ended up doing was magic knotting 2 of them together so that I would have just a bigger skein. And that's been nice. The yarn is super, super soft, but it is super sheddy. This gets in my mouth, and do you see it? It's like in the air everywhere. Right? Like, can you see? There you go, right? Holding it up against the black. Look at that. It is so soft. So soft, super sheddy. It gets on everything. The fiber content it's a DK, it's 200 yards. I guess it's not 50 grams. I don't know what it is then. It is satin and German Angora, merino, and mulberry silk. It is from, I believe, a local farmer because I purchased it at the Newark Fiber Festival, which is pretty small. I am almost finished with my second ball or skein. I think that's pretty good. So my plan is to work on the body until I run out, and then I will switch over to, I think I'm gonna do the collar, and then I will do the sleeves with a different, obviously with a different one. So I think I'll do the collar, and then I will work the sleeve, and I'm thinking I'll still have enough out of this for an entire sleeve and the collar. So then I'll go to the second sleeve, and then when that's finished, I think I'll do the body again, because I think I'm gonna have leftovers. Originally I was thinking I wasn't, but now that I've seen how far the 200 yards went, I think it'll be okay. And then this will definitely be a bow. So cute. I'm knitting the third size. I dropped down a bunch of needle sizes because of making gauge, and I believe I think I'm smaller than gauge, so I went up to the third size. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. And it's just so cute. And this is in the Daisy Girl and Company, and you probably can't see it, but this has white fluff all over it. There is fluff everywhere. I have to like blow it away. And it's on my lips too. That's the negative about that sweater and knitting with it, is just the rabbit hair is everywhere. The last project that I want to talk about is not knitting related, but cross stitch. I just had the urge to work on cross stitch, and I wanted to work on my Under the Sea. So dun da da da, there it is. Look at it. Look how much I did, right? Crazy. That is the key in the top corner. Or not key, it's like the start of this anchor. So that's what it is. It's Under the Sea. It's by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It was last year's mystery cow. I've now purchased 2 of the mystery cows and have not even remotely kept up with them, like at all. So there it is. Other than my Patreon, I did not buy yarn, but I do have some things to show off. So for Patreon, I'm a Patreon member of A Homespun House. I think I'm just gonna keep it for the whole year this year. I'm so excited with what she sent this year. The minis are Summer Visor, City Lights, and Let's Hold Hands. It's like this bubblegum pink, a blue with a bit of green, and then a white with some ochre and pink. And then the sock set, very nice. It is this, you know, white and bit of blue and some teal, and then this bright yellow. This is gonna be super fun. And then while at Wool & Company, my mom bought me these 2 skeins of mohair silk from Le Bien Aimé. It is the Northman colorway. It's this really gorgeous red. Apparently, mohair silk, Le Bien Aimé is no longer going to be wholesaling this, and so you'll only be able to buy it at her, like directly from her or something. So, snagged these, and I got a new interchangeable set. I don't love this container because, as you can see, the needles aren't even staying in it. So I'm glad I zipped it up. These are, when I kind of slot them back in, I am gonna move these to my leather one once I buy a sleeve for them. These are the carbons. I only have like either US 0 or US 1 in the carbons, and I really like them. And so they had a set of interchangeables, and they were the smaller size. So this is US 2.5, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is pretty much the sizes I use. So a big fan. Got this. Very excited. And with that, that's everything that I've been knitting on and crafting on for the month of July. In July, I went to my parents in Chicago, obviously, since I was at that yarn store. My brother and sister-in-law moved to Germany. Only slightly jealous that they got to move abroad. And so it just worked out that I was there for my mom's birthday and for them leaving. So worked out pretty well. They have a dog named Dexter, so had to say goodbye to Dexter. And I got home last week, so I was watching the Olympics while at my parents', which was fun. And then next week, I am off to Flock. So that'll be fun. Still doing quite a bit of knitting, hyper focused on my sweater. Rabbit fur all over. And it's been great. One of the last videos that I posted was my spring goals. And I said I would do a summer goal, which I did. And then I just never edited it. And it's like almost fall at this point. So my goals for the summer were to work on my Olympic sweater, to work, to do 2 stripes on my blanket, the northeasterly blanket, continue with my sock challenge, to cast on another like t-shirt summer knit. And that might have been it. So got my goals. I'm very content with what I have cast on and excited to have some things finished. So with that, let's do my last sock challenge, or like the last thing, which is pull my sock yarn. Here it is in this little terracotta pot. And it is Big Little Yarn Co. The First Encounter. Which looks like this. It is a Studio Ghibli colorway. I'm excited to work with her yarn. I've been thinking about the sweater quantities that I purchased that I want to cast on. Yay! With that, I hope you had fun. I hope you were knitting. I hope your summer or winter, depending on which hemisphere you're in, is going well. I hope you are also enjoying the Olympics. If you're not, that's okay. There is so much else to watch or listen to or read or just entertain yourself. We live in a wonderful time where there's just so much. Sometimes there's too much, but yeah, it's nice. You could read, you could listen to an audiobook, you can listen to a podcast. I mean, there's so many podcasts. You could watch TV, you could watch all these different streaming services. You could just watch cable, you could watch movies, you could watch YouTube. There's so much out there. And I love it. I love that there's so much for us to pick to entertain ourselves. You know? When I was younger, I would remember that feeling of boredom where I'm like, there's nothing I really want to do. I never feel that. Pretty much never. There's just so much that I want to do. Not even just crafting, right? Like shopping. I love shopping. Going on a run. Don't always love that, but sometimes it's just nice. You know, 1 mile, 2 miles. Going to the gym, going to get a smoothie, bubble tea. Oh my gosh, the bubble tea places that are popping up. Hot pots, Korean barbecue. Columbus is having a boom on Korean barbecue places. I'm a little nervous that they're not all gonna be sustainable, but I know of 3 that are brand new and all opening at around the same time that are all within 5 miles of me. One is like right over there. So, I don't know, I'm happy to be alive, I guess. And with that, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.